What if I told you there's a place with so many trees that gets more visitors than any national park in America? And most of its work happens in complete darkness. Meet Brandon Elrod, Disneyland's urban forester and newest Green Industry Hall of Fame inductee, who manages trees seen by millions while the rest of us sleep. In this conversation, he reveals why the landscape must be ready before the park opens, how he navigates multiple layers that would make most arborists quit, and the one principle that guides every tree decision at the most scrutinized landscape in the world. If you think your job is challenging, wait until you hear this. Hit that like button and subscribe, because this level of operational excellence is worth every second. Okay, so were you invited to the beard contest like I was?
I was definitely invited as a newbie
As a new.
to the beard contest. So this is like novice level.
Oh, okay.
And you get to like JV's a couple years out. So yeah, I'm working my way up the ranks.
Okay, so I used to tell people all the time, they say, well, what's the story on the beard? I always say, well, what I lack in cutting on my face, I make up on bushes, trees, and shrubs. And you kind of do that over
Yes.
at the Disneyland Resort, don't you?
It's a direct proportion
Yes.
to beard status and tree pruning.
Okay, you've got a big job, and there's millions of people that see what you do.
Yes. Yeah. It's if you compare the number of people who visit the resort on a daily basis to the highest number who visit the national parks or national forests, it's a much higher number that visits Disneyland. And so that forest is exposed to an extremely high amount of traffic.
And the critiquing, I would imagine, is even that much higher because people are much closer, and they've got people they run into that they could say, hey, wait a minute, you've got something going on over here, you should or shouldn't have it.
That is true. And, Disneyland has developed a reputation of a manicured look, and there's an expectation that everything is going to be orderly and just impeccable.
Okay, so is it true that you do most of the work in the at nighttime?
That is true.
It is.
We do most of the work in the dark, and
I
they've got
didn't
the
know
lights
that.
on, and we got to have the place show ready before the park opens.
So you're just kind of like supposed to be waking up right now, aren't you?
It's past my bedtime, I got to say. That is for sure.
Well, you're here because you have been inducted into the Green Industry Hall of Fame. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
So, what are some of the what are some of the challenges with working with an organization like Disney and the public?
I think one of the main realities is that you have multiple layers of stakeholders. When I had my own business, it was pretty cut and dry. You have a party that you report to. It's either the property manager or the landscape committee, or it's very cut and dry. And with an organization of this size and caliber, there are multiple layers, from those layers that are on the engineering side to those layers that are on the design side. Those are on the operational side, and then people that are more guest facing in their roles there. So everybody has a degree to which they are impacted by trees, and so it's a matter of making sure that all the different kinds of stakeholders are taken care of.
So, when you're thinking about your property, uh, it's not as simple as to just decide, we want to yank this tree and put something else out, right? I mean, there's a process behind it.
There's absolutely a design review process, and there's vetting and approvals that it needs to go through, and so it's definitely not a decision made in isolation.
Yeah, you know what? That's hard for me to imagine, because when you're thinking, and really homeowners themselves, if they say, well, we got a tree that died over here, or we got a tree that we want to move from here to here, or something like that, we just go do it.
Right.
So we are taking advantage of that whole situation, but you guys have to be so strategic for the overall look, because it's a science.
There's so much thoughtfulness that goes into it, and part of that is in preserving the original legacy. That is not something that we want to alter, and certainly not alter in a vacuum. It is something that needs to be agreed on and discussed, and make sure that we are moving together as a group into whatever direction the future holds.
Thanks to our platinum sponsors, Heritage Landscape Supply Group, standing tall, side on. Site One Landscape Supply and Rainbird flowing through it all. Hearts that answered the call, you're the foundation of this hall. We're growing strong together, planting seeds that last forever. Every sponsor, every name in the Green Industry Hall of Fame. Our gold sponsors, Hunter Industries and K-Rain, shining bright. The Irrigation Association, guiding light. Plus CLCA Insurance Solutions, silver sponsorship in our side. You help us reach a greater height. Bronze sponsorship came from West Coast Arborists, as well as the American Society of Irrigation Consultants and Kellogg Garden Products, plus Toro 2. We're growing strong together, planting seeds that last forever. Every sponsor, every name in the Green Industry Hall of Fame. We have continued support from the Southern California chapter of the American Society of Landscape Architects. We honor you as well as New Biz. The Landscape Architecture, CLCA, Orange County chapter, and our friends, the Land